If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape into ESPN.
Welcome to Champs, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly NFL recap of the Nosebleeds podcast. We're back here with a full recap of Week 16. Going into the final week of the season, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the playoff picture. And then we got also our good old Patriots taking massive L's on Monday Night Football. It was awful, and we'll dive into it as well as the whole AFC and NFC playoff picture. My name is Nick Antonakis, and I am lucky to be joined by the regular cast. We got Chandler Betts and Stuart Brooks back here for another one. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Well, the Patriots lost. We're good.
Yeah, the Patriots lost. We'll get into that. That'll actually be one of the last games we talk about because it was just yesterday. But hope everybody at home had a nice holiday. And if you haven't already, subscribe here on our new
Give us a Christmas present or a
we got a Christmas present, a late Christmas present for you. If you haven't already seen the final episode of Who Knows Their Stuff, go check it out. It was very questionable who was going to win, but if you actually
going
into
the last
if you want to see a competitive thing in that episode, it's the fight for second place.
That's true. Yeah.
So go check it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, I won't waste any more time with stupid plugging. We'll dive right into the games. We got Saints and Vikings first up.
Oh yeah.
Saints get the W, 52-33. Kamara scored 6 touchdowns in the game.
He could have had
ridiculous.
That pissed me off when they gave
do a stupid Taysom Hill touchdown. Yeah.
God,
yeah.
Fantasy owners of Kamara have rejoiced. He almost put up 60.
Of course, Pietro had him.
Not really much to say. My only question would be I don't know, Kirk Cousins. What happens now? His numbers aren't that bad.
Kirk Cousins has never gone below 6 or he's never gone below 7 and 9, and never gone above 9 and 7. I don't think.
That sounds about right. Didn't they go 10-6 last year?
Maybe it's 6 and 10 and 10 and 6. It's something.
They might have gone 10-6
last year, but perfectly in the middle.
It's the third year of the Kirk Cousins saga. They're gonna miss the playoffs 2 out of 3 years. I don't know. He's not terrible. I'd rather have him than Cam, but he's got 32 touchdowns, 13 picks. They have weapons, but I guess we'll see.
Not terrible. I think honestly, it's more the defense that's the problem with them.
Yeah,
Kirk
Zimmer
slated
that
terrible
defense.
this year. Yeah,
he slated them.
He did.
Kirk is not great, but
I challenge you to find any quarterback who would be winning a game when the other team scores 52 points. There's not many. Kirk Cousins damn sure isn't one of them.
And he had a good game.
He had a fine game.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 291 yards.
That's tough. Well, that's it for the playoffs for the Vikings.
Yeah, and honestly,
I think I picked them as a playoff team before the year, so that's too bad for me. But
did I?
Last year they were pretty good, so
I don't think I did.
I think I had
because I put the Cardinals in and you guys didn't.
Well, actually, in our collective predictions for Nosebleeds, we had the Bears getting in over them.
Yeah, which
they were fighting
over the Cardinals. Just stupid.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it might not be stupid. Now
looking like
I know, we might be right.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Disagreeing with it very hard, but we might be right in the overall long run. But I don't know. I think this basically takes the Vikings out of range to pick a quarterback first round, unless they're going to go with one of the lower tier ones.
Unless it falls into their lap, it seems like they'll probably stick with Kirk for at least another season.
Yeah. I also
they're paying him a lot of money. There's no real reason to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think that there will be any elite quarterbacks. By elite, I mean the top 4 outside of the top 10 picks. And then I'm not even sure. I think that they're going to be right in range for Kyle Trask. It's really going to be between them, Chicago, if they decide not to bring back Trubisky.
And potentially the Rams.
I wouldn't say the Rams. I would say more the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, them too. Even though Shanahan said that Jimmy G will be the starter next year. But
yeah.
Oh, he did?
It's still going to be.
That would be great for us.
Why?
Because we don't want him.
No, I mean part of that, and we'll have better chance to draft a quarterback first
We
round,
don't
even though
want
that's
we don't
looking
want
less
to
and less
draft
likely.
we don't want to draft a quarterback anymore.
Unless we trade up, I don't
There's
think
no
so.
reason for us to draft Kyle.
What I
Trask
mean,
in the
what if
first
Trey
round.
Lance falls to us? We got to pick him.
Well, then
He's
we
not
gotta
going
pick him.
to.
He's probably not going to. That's the thing. He's probably going to go.
If we
like
get like
6.
8,
We're not going to get 8. We
The
can't.
highest we can get is 12.
Yeah.
oh really?
Yeah.
After this
We're going
week.
to be between
wow.
12 and 15.
14 or 15. Yeah. I think we're 14
Wow.
right now. So
14 right now.
Yeah.
But we're going to be between 12 and 15.
Oh damn, that sucks. I don't even.
Yeah,
Well,
And we need a pass catcher anyways. We'll cover
Pitts.
what we all see as our ideal offseason in a later episode.
yeah, we're gonna do that in another episode. We're all gonna craft some off-season plans
All
for
right.
you.
What's the next game?
Yeah. Speaking of the Patriots, because they have all of our old players, basically Patriots 2.0.
Well, both teams.
Buccaneers decimate the
teams.
Lions.
This is
47-7.
brutal. This
This is
brutal.
terrible.
The
The
Lions
Lions are
already
just
have one of the
awful,
worst
dude.
defenses
It's
in the
just-
league. Half their team was out because of the COVID stuff.
Dude,
So
Blaine
basically we're
Gabbert threw
feeling
for
the
2
practice squad.
touchdowns.
The practice squad. Brady decided that he was just gonna, have his best game of the year. Basically, he probably could have thrown 6 touchdowns in this game. It wouldn't have been that much worse if they just didn't have a defense out there. I think the Bucs score touchdown every single time they touched the ball in the first half. So it's just, and then even what's his face, Blaine Gabbert, I think threw 2
Threw
touchdowns.
for 2 touchdowns,
He
yeah.
threw one to Gronk
Yeah.
and one to Evans, which I appreciate, even though I did lose my 3rd place game. Either way, that's tough for the Lions. Free Stafford, I guess. That's all I
Free
gotta say.
Stafford, please.
This team is
dude.
terrible.
This team's bad.
Oh my god. Brady was just like, yeah, let me just, But yeah, no, I mean, this is
Ruthless.
36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He's quietly having a pretty good season. I think last time he threw that many
Yeah.
was like 2015, I think. So
Wow.
yeah. He only
Well,
threw,
he's
what,
already
24
topped
last
the
year?
Bucs all-time
All-time,
touchdown thing with 34 was the 33 was the
Oh, and
previous
they're in
record
the
with
playoffs,
Winston.
so yeah.
Yeah. Snapping the streak, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's mixed feelings here up in New England for Tom. I mean, hooray, but also we hate you, Gronk. Anyway, that's about enough from that game. Now a big game here. 49ers versus Cardinals. Niners
God
get the
damn it.
I
upset.
really watched this. but
20-12. I didn't really watch it either, but all
What
I know is
I
that
watched
Tom
a
should
little
be-
bit of this game.
How did this?
It
This
was-
is a terrible loss. If they won, I think the Cardinals would have clinched, right?
No, because the
No,
Rams
but it
haven't
would have been.
even
They would have
clinched.
been in a much better position if they won.
Yeah,
this
they would have. Well, no, I think they'd be in the same exact position because the Chicago Bears would still have the strength of schedule over them.
Yeah, but if
And-
they won this game and then they won this game this week, they'd be in. It would be
Well,
winning.
but even if they win this week, they're also in.
No, if the Bears win, also, then they're out.
But then the Rams are out.
No, because they won
The
earlier. this
Rams
season.
haven't clinched.
No, yeah.
No, the Rams are
Rams
ahead.
won the season series against the Cardinals, right? They didn't split, did they?
They play,
Oh, they play next week. Duh.
They
Yeah.
already.
God.
The Rams already beat them once.
but
They
that
already
doesn't.
have
The Rams aren't in the
Here,
playoffs.
I'll check on this.
No, I know, but they beat the Bears. If the Bears win and the Rams lose, are they out?
Let me just check here. Hold on. All right, so
Let me check the stick because I don't even know what is the Bears'
Cardinals win.
record.
The Cardinals win
8 and
and the
7.
Bears win, right? Then the Rams are out. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, the fucking Rams could miss that.
So this loss, while it is demoralizing, it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
for
I guess
the-
it doesn't mean anything because if they had won, well, let me check. I can actually go back in time and change the result here. So let me see what
Oh
happens.
yeah, that's cool.
I'm
I'm
Cardinals won
99%
this
sure.
game, and then the Rams won this week. Then the Cardinals, yeah, they would still be out. So
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't mean anything. That's crazy.
Really?
It's weird to think, but yeah, run the math. And it
So
makes
they have
no
to win
difference.
that. They have to win against the Rams, or else they're out.
Yeah.
Well,
then
yes,
it'd
and
be 8-8.
both teams have to win basically, unless the
Yeah.
Packers win. Then I think they're both in regardless.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah. They
oh
are.
yeah,
It
because
doesn't
they're
matter.
playing the Bears. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Well, actually, yeah. Then we have to factor in whether or not the Packers are gonna rest or not.
I don't think they
They're
are.
not-
'Cause they
they're
want to
not
clinch
going
one.
to.
So I
They've
think the
already-
Packers are going to win that game.
Rogers was just on Pat McAfee show today, and they are not resting.
Okay, well then let's just pencil them both in for the playoffs then, basically, because I don't think they're going to beat the Packers. But I guess we'll see.
Mitch with the upset.
You never know.
Maserati Mitch.
Oh god.
So I guess it doesn't really matter much, other than the fact that Kyler just got his ass fucking beat at the end of the game. And
Yeah,
you know,
dude. Literally
That's
everybody in the
brutal.
offseason was like, guys, this Cardinals offensive line is terrible. Please fix it. And then they're like, haha, let's go draft an offensive tackle in the 3rd round, and that's it. And then whoop-de fucking do when he gets hurt 3 times in a season.
He's
who
gonna-
do you
they're
have
gonna
to blame
destroy
other
him.
than yourself?
All right. Well, Good win for the
Sad
49ers.
times for Cardinals fans, but even though it doesn't matter, they just good luck to you this week because
Good win for the 49ers.
Jared
I
Goff
guess.
about to erupt
CJ
after
Beathard
his
not
thumb
playing.
surgery.
Is CJ Beathard
CJ
better
Beathard
than
threw
Jimmy G?
dimes.
Is he better than Jimmy G?
Dimes. Maybe he is.
Maybe.
He looked a lot better than he did at basically at any point this entire season.
Yeah.
So
Rip Nick
better than
Mullins.
Nick Mullins, bitch ass. He's terrible.
He's awful. He's terrible.
Yeah.
Nick Mullins to the Patriots. Ah!
That
No.
would literally hit.
I still think
Anybody.
I take him with
I mean, that's a bold consideration. I mean, I would consider it.
Nick
I mean,
Mullins is
whatever.
not better than Cam Newton. I'm sorry.
He might be. Let's look at
Dude,
him.
he can't. The thing with the Cam is Cam can't
it's
throw
closer
the
than you
ball, but he
think.
can run the ball. Nick Mullins can
Yeah,
do
really, yeah.
neither.
Nick Mullins got 12
He throws
touchdowns. 12 picks.
sometimes.
He's got 2,000. He's got more yards than Cam this season. He's played way fewer games.
Yeah.
Wait, he has more yards.
Passing
Probably.
yards. Yeah. Oh no.
Let's
No.
move
He only
on.
has. Not that many. He has 22 more passing yards than Cam. Cam's played in what? 15 games this year. Mullins has played.
Oh,
in,
14.
I don't
no.
know. Mullins has played in. Let's see. It doesn't say here, but
8, 7.
1, 2,
9, I
3,
think.
4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's a 10 or 11. So
10. Wow.
he's played about 5. Nick Mullins has played in 5 less games than Cam, and he's out throwing him.
Let's go.
Wow, what a Patriots team. We'll get into them, but
Yeah.
next we got an AFC East Well, what am I saying? A team in the AFC East, the Dolphins,
And
beat the Raiders 26-25. What a game!
What a game!
Oh wow.
Incredible. I was watching the end of it. I turned it on for the third quarter. The last 4 minutes of the game is all you really needed to see because there was about
10 lead changes.
wasn't it 10 points scored for each team,
Yeah.
and the
First
Dolphins
time
came out
also
with
that
a
this score has ever happened in NFL history. 26-25.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
what's that called? There's a thing. There's like a
Scoregami.
YouTube video. Scoregami. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a Twitter account that posted it. But
Yeah. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because no one ever scores 26. And no one really ever
Yeah.
scores 25. So
25,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Fitzpatrick
I mean,
with the blind throw into nothing.
Dude, that was
Raiders did
wild.
the opposite of the Falcons, basically, because they did what you're supposed to do. They ran out the clock. They kicked the field goal. They had no reason to believe that wasn't the right thing to do, and yet they still basically blew it because of that.
Dude,
There
why?
was a penalty on the
why would
kickoff,
you
I
send
think.
so
Then there
many
was the
people?
Fitzpatrick shit. He also completed the pass for the win, Jason Sanders. a very
See,
good kick.
I understand that approach, but what I would have done is I would have taken a shot
on third
to the
down.
corner of the end zone on third down.
Or just over the middle, try to get into bounds because they wanted.
Yeah.
They wasted until 19 seconds. It was pretty much over.
Something like that. Yeah.
And then, but I guess that I think the Raiders are already eliminated before this
Yes.
week. But
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. John Gruden now. This is 3 years in, no playoffs.
Oh no,
Okay.
they were not eliminated.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, they weren't. Oh, really?
No,
I
if
wanna-
they had
I
won,
also
they
want
would
to
have
say
less than
something.
1% chance. All the other teams had to
They would have
lose
needed the Ravens to lose.
I want to say
Out
something
of-
about John
yeah.
Gruden as a head coach. Dude, he's a fucking terrible defensive head coach.
Yeah,
I realized this, and this
Yeah.
was just like kind of.
he
When
coaches.
I
It was
not
just
watch
it was the
him.
flags, dude. They took so many flags in that fourth quarter. It wasn't even funny. The last flag that they took was the one that put them in position for Fitzpatrick to make that throw.
yeah, on the,
I did not watch
15-yard
this game
penalty.
live, but as I was
Idiotic.
digesting this one, I was thinking about John Gruden as a head coach and thinking about how he was traded to Tampa Bay from Oakland, and that's when he won his Super Bowl. And then I realized that he inherited Tony
amazing
Dungy's
defense
Tampa
and
2,
scheme.
one of the
Yeah.
best defensive and most innovative defensive schemes in NFL history. And I realized he had to do no defensive coaching, and that's why he was the perfect head coach there. Dude, that was fucking terrible. Why are you sending so many people
Yeah.
after Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
Keep him in front of you, and don't let him out of bounds. Don't. That was like Dallas against Green Bay when you have fucking, was it Randall Cobb on the side? It was some no name.
Yeah.
Jared
On the
Cook-
sideline when he barely catches it and then gets right out of
Jared
bounds
Cook,
for a
yeah.
field goal in the divisional round. That was their 13-3 season, I believe.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah, well,
fucking-
John Gruden,
fucking-
I don't think
I
he's
don't hate
terrible, but
John
I don't think he's
Gruden.
that
I don't
good.
hate John Gruden.
I do.
I think you should
I don't
keep his
hate
job
him.
one more
He
year.
pisses me off.
I don't hate him, but I don't think he's that good of a coach. And clearly,
like
as Cameron
watching his
said,
QB
his
camps,
legacy
but he
is
pisses me
overrated.
off.
His best years
That's
weren't
fair.
in Tampa. His best years were with the Raiders before.
Yeah.
He built that team up. In the mid-'90s, the Raiders were terrible. He built the team up from the ground. They became a contender in the early 2000s. Then he left. They actually made the Super Bowl also without him.
Yeah.
He did build that offense with the MVP Rich Gannon, which is random, but
Yeah, that's wild.
but that was his peak. And think about it, they could have been a Super Bowl team if it wasn't for the fucking puck rule. So but as Chandler said, he inherited the Tampa regime. They won the Super Bowl, but then they didn't really do anything for like 5 years. And they made the playoffs a couple times. And then since then, he was announcer, and now he's the coach. And we're about to get into the 4th year here, no playoffs. And he's on a his contract is 10 years, $100 million. This is now
And then
10
something about
$10 million a year.
Something about that on like the lead up to Thanksgiving. Some reporter asked him what his favorite what dish had to be on the table. And he's like, man, I'm just thinking about if I have a place to go. I'm like, literally shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you're like the highest paid coach in NFL history. What the fuck are you talking
about?
GM,
yeah,
and he's Mayock.
Mike Mayock, yeah, which is weird, but
he's
such a strange.
He's not a good GM. He drafted Cleveland Farrell.
Oh, that was such a
and fucking Damon Arnett this year when he was like a mid-second round corner.
Abram was not bad. It was Jacobs, but that was about it.
That was a good pick. And just him. I was thinking Jeffrey Simmons, but that's just because they both went to.
All right, what's the next game?
Just
real quick. Dolphins could make the playoffs. So
also, I'll talk about it when we actually talk about the Dolphins in the predictions. So
obviously, just a quick thing. I mean, the Dolphins outstanding. I mean, I thought the Raiders played a really good game up until. I mean, their offense was cooking. Aguilar has been awesome for them. Eagles fans, Donis is crying. But, I mean, it's too bad. I like the Raiders. I mean, it's sad that they missed, but, I mean, I couldn't even be mad. I wanted the Raiders to win that game. But when Fitzpatrick made that throw, it's just like, all right, they deserve it at this point.
I want to leave it on this. We'll move on to the next game. Keep this in the back of your minds for when we talk about the predictions. Tua should not start the next game. He should not.
I agree with you.
Yeah, he needs to keep it.
He's afraid to throw the ball downfield. And if he can't fix this mentality, he's going to be a bust.
He literally is like 94 yards. He has like 17 completions. I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, dude, that's like what? Like, I'm not going to do the math. Whatever. It's like he's like 5 yards of completion. Like, dude, that's not doing anything. Might as well just run the ball every single time if you're gonna throw 2 feet in front of you. So yeah.
All right. Wait, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I just cut out there for a sec, but I came back at the perfect time. Okay. Next game. Ravens versus Giants. Ravens decimated the Giants 27-13. Even if the Raiders had won that game, this would have killed their playoff hopes. But yeah, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, I mean, the Giants are not good. I don't know how they're still in playoff contention.
Hope they make it.
Did anybody actually watch this game?
No, barely.
I watched like a little bit of it. But I mean, it's just Daniel Jones. I have feelings for the guy. I mean, that can't. What the hell? I feel for the guy. I feel for the guy.
Why?
They were bringing the heat on him every single play.
Yeah, it's his responsibility to make plays. They have receivers.
Then they have a decent offensive line.
No, I know.
Too.
No, the offensive line was terrible. That's what I'm telling you. When I watched
the Ravens have a very good defense.
Patrick Queen was getting to him in 1.5 seconds.
The Ravens have a good defense.
Because Patrick Queen's really fucking good at football.
They also have a great line. They have Judon and
Belichick.
and Derek Wolfe. So there's a
no, we can't say this like the Ravens don't have one of the best front sevens in football.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and the Giants have two offensive linemen that are rookies in Andrew Thomas and Shane Lemieux, both of whom I liked a lot in the draft, but Thomas has not quite lived up to expectations. Lemieux's done really well though.
Yeah. Well, not much to say other than that.
I have nothing else to say, honestly.
Ravens need to win, and the Giants can still make the playoffs. I hope they win. All right, next one.
That would be funny. All right, next game: Chiefs versus Falcons. Chiefs barely edge out the Falcons.
Oh, what happened here? Mahomes just literally fumbled the MVP bag. It was neck and neck.
Dude,
he got mossed. Certainly, Rodgers in the favor.
He got mossed too.
Who?
Mahomes.
How did he get mossed?
Yeah,
the trick play. Sammy Watkins threw a pick.
I knew that I didn't even see that. I knew that I saw in the stats that he threw
Mahomes was like,
I didn't know he was the receiver.
Yeah, Mahomes
was the receiver.
He was getting guarded by somebody, and then he goes like this. He's like up. He's like getting all cocky, like up, and he goes up for it, and the receiver or the DB just gets it over him.
He also had a ton of drop picks in this game too. The Falcons literally should have won. I mean, this Younghoe Koo is like one of the best kickers.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
The first,
how many ways could the Falcons lose? The Falcons have lost this year when? They lost that game to the Cowboys. They lost that game to the Lions.
They've lost 4 games when they've been 99.9.
They lost the game to the Bears. They lost this game, and they lost that Charger game.
Yeah.
I mean, how is this even possible? They literally could have won all of these games. I mean, they could
They're
easily be
fucking
9-6 right now, in theory, but that's just sad.
The big thing here.
I mean, honestly, it's probably good. They're gonna get a high pick now. Their team isn't that bad. I mean, obviously
they got to go defense.
I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a quarterback. Then they cut Matt Ryan.
That would be incredibly stupid because their problem is not the offense. They need to bolster the defense.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Matt Ryan's still pretty good.
Eventually, but Matt Ryan has some gas left in the tank. Why not use him now?
Yeah,
because you're not going to win a ring with him. That's why.
They're not going to win a ring with Zach Wilson in the near future either.
You can win one in 6 years. You're not going to get. You might not think you're going to get a Zach Wilson.
I seriously doubt
by then Julio's going to be gone. Who knows? Ridley could be signed somewhere else. You got to capitalize what you have in front of you now.
Julio's getting up there, but yeah.
Julio's 31 now.
Yeah.
He gets injured a lot, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, and he does, yeah.
I feel like he never plays, but that's okay.
I don't know. I feel like Ryan has one more season to kind of prove himself as if he can continue to start. And then if he sucks again, well, not that he's been bad this year, but.
I mean, what pick do they have right now?
4.
I think they're looking at like 5 or 4.
They have 4.
I mean, if they were to, do you think if they would pick Fields?
Well, actually, they might have 5. I don't know how the strength of schedule works.
Do you think they would pick
Fields? If Fields falls to them, that's a different story.
That's what I'm thinking.
He might.
He could.
The Jets might trade down.
But
well, also Fields might not be QB2. It's very possible Fields isn't QB2.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Very interessante.
Yeah, what the heck? Well, just get this one out of their system, and they're going to probably win next week. Chad Heaney will lead them to a win.
Oh, yeah.
They probably, you know what, though? They're going to lose.
Nah, they're going to get killed by the Chargers.
They're going to lose because they're going to lose. No, 15-1 teams don't win the Super Bowl. So
that's true. Yep.
14-2.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Really, you want to go 15-1?
Patriots did a couple years ago, so.
Well,
what were they last year?
I hope they go 15-1, so then it's
13-3.
questionable who's going to win the Super Bowl.
They were 12 before.
I mean,
I don't know.
Either way, they don't win because it's 15-1, and then somebody else wins that we didn't expect, or they win and they break the curse of 15-1. Either way, I would be happy.
All right,
just go 15-1. All right. Disappointing country for the Browns. They lose to the Jets 23-16.
Their entire team was out.
What the
Their
hell?
entire team was out.
What the heck is happening to the Jets? They have weapons.
No offense.
They have the same
Jamison Crowder. Braxton Berrios back from the dead.
The Jets, literally, they're not as bad as some of those other 0-16 teams. Like, they could have beaten the Patriots in week 6 or whatever. And what was the other game? Oh, the Raiders. They totally should have won that game.
Yeah.
In a regular, this team is around a 4-win team at its, at its average. They had a couple stupid losses, like even for them, stupid. So they're not actually like atrociously terrible. The Jags are actually probably worse. It was just that
100%.
Yeah, the Jags have literally no defensive players to speak of. I can even think of, to be
Josh
honest.
Allen.
But to the Jets though, they have Mosley, but he's opted out.
Quinn and Williams.
Yeah, and they have Marcus May. He's been great this year, the safety. But
they what's his name? Greg, whatever his name is, the GM. No, that's Greg Williams. Whatever. Whoever the GM is, I forget his name. He's new. And he did a really good job in this past draft. And something that I've heard, I was very curious after the Jets won this game what the feelings on Gase and Darnold were. And I did a
Joe Douglas. Sorry.
Joe Douglas, thank you. Yes. He was with the Eagles for a while. When they won their ring. But I was just doing some research into it, seeing what people were saying. It seems like there's a pretty strong belief that Gase and Darnold are both going to still be there next year.
Okay, Darnold.
Ridiculous.
Why would you keep Gase?
Yeah, I understand.
Rumor has it that Gase is going to join the Pats as an offensive
as the QB coach. I saw that.
I'll die.
That would be so bad. He literally almost killed Ryan Tannehill's career. He's currently killing Darnold's career.
He did revive Jay Cutler's career for a season, but
Jay Cutler back from the dead.
About let me into your school.
Adam Gase, it's not just that he's not that good, he's pretty bad, just like coach in general. It's also that he's like kind of the dick. Like he
was
like being.
You want him in the locker room, honestly. Him and Bill are gonna get into a fist fight in the parking lot at Gillette Stadium.
He doesn't seem like
square up, buddy.
He just seems like no one really I hate that word, but vibes with him. So it's just like
vibes.
It's not. I don't know why you'd keep him. He's clearly a toxic. He's created a toxic culture in New York. They got it. Darnold. All right, you can keep him. Clearly, he has something. But and also Frank Gore, I think he might be done because he got injured. So
Yeah, they shut him down for the season.
1,600 yards, third most
One
all
of the
time.
best running backs of all time.
Props
to Frank Gore. We love you, Frank.
First ballot Hall
What
of
the hell are you
Famer.
doing?
Frank, if you see this, congratulations on a great career.
He's like 2 years. He was 2 years away from his kid being in the league with him.
Yeah,
probably.
right.
His kid is doing really well at Southern Miss right now.
Yeah, so
yeah, like that edited picture
the
of him and
Jets
Bronny.
have clinched not the first pick. So.
Yeah, woo!
Yeah, they're out of range.
Actually
for the first
concerned
pick.
Patriots fans actually should be celebrating right now.
Now, see, the
Give
thing
it to
is,
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm happy about that. But like, if the Jets don't go quarterback in the first round, they could trade down. Will they trade to the Patriots?
No, they wouldn't trade to the
No.
division rival.
Dude, I don't even want to get a quarterback.
No way would they do that. Teams don't trade within division almost ever. Like there's
the Cowboys and the Eagles recently for CeeDee Lamb. Well, not for CeeDee Lamb. It was the year before, not for CeeDee Lamb.
The year before was Goddard, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. The only time I can think of that is
the year
T.O.
Yeah. Only time what?
I don't think it's smart. I doubt that they would give us a high pick in the draft to grab our most needed position.
I don't expect that to happen.
Unless it was a Godfather offer, like 2 future firsts or a whole draft or something.
Yeah, in that case, I don't even want to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, me neither. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this Jets team. Should they go defense? Like,
they'll just.
It's gonna be a thing.
We're gonna get a wide receiver.
The Eagles' strategy, just this is what they did. Like starting after the Sam Bradford disaster thing, you just accumulate talent for a few years through a couple, some good free agent signings, do the draft, and eventually you guys this amazing, great team like the Eagles did in 2017. So I guess that seems like the best way forward for them. But yeah.
Now pressure's on the Jaguars to just not mess up and don't pick Trevor.
Oh.
If they don't,
dude, imagine if they don't pick Trevor.
That would be a cardinal sin.
I will personally dig the grave. Everyone in that organization.
AW will immediately crash and go under. Tony Khan will be. Ngakwe would be adding Tony Khan and all these tweets and everything. Would be
language to me right
ugly. Now. Oh, am I lagging?
No, I'm saying because.
Oh, you just don't understand. Okay. Anyway, speaking of the Jaguars. Bears absolutely decimate the Jaguars, 41-17. Trubisky throwing dimes on the heads of all the Jaguars in the Jaguars.
Again, this is like the Lions. There's not much.
The Bears.
I'm not really going to praise him too much because their defense is horrible.
Yeah.
But the Jags fans were rooting for them.
I saw that. Yeah,
Bears
that was really funny.
Which is kind of sad, but kind of hilarious. So yeah, really not much to say about this game other than that. The Bears might make the playoffs. So
Woo. No, they're not.
Yeah, you ready to see Trubisky in a playoff game? You guys ready?
Dude, I want
Must them lose 38-0 against the
Just let the Cardinals make it, please. I mean,
I'd much rather see the Cardinals. But
yeah, I don't really have.
Oh no, Maserati Mitch is looking pretty fine right now.
Against the Jags.
Hey, good. So then they won't draft a quarterback. Why do I keep saying this? Because I don't even want to draft a quarterback anymore.
Literally shut up.
I don't know.
You need a wide receiver.
It's a
I'm
confusing
going to tell you right now.
between me and the
We're
Patriots.
going to get either Kyle Pitts, and if he's not on the board, we're going to get. Oh, somebody's calling. We are going to get what's his name from Alabama, Jalen Waddle. It's gonna be one of those two.
Waddle.
Didn't he just win the Heisman today? Devontae Smith?
Is it today?
Didn't he win? Or is he?
Devontae Smith. He's the other Alabama wide receiver.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be like the 5th pick or something.
Yeah, probably. I think he's gonna go 6. He's wide receiver 2 most likely.
Who's gonna? Really? There's somebody who's gonna get picked over him? He's literally
Jamar Chase might be the best wide receiver prospect since I don't even know when. He was the guy who was the wide receiver 1 over Justin Jefferson at LSU last year.
Oh, I see.
He is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually very quickly look up his stats last year.
Make him move to the next game.
Yeah. While you look up his stats, we'll move on to the next one. Bengals versus Texans. Bengals won this one 37-31, and then we got that emotional speech from J.J. Watt after the game. That was pretty
cool.
No
one cares. Yeah, well, you know what? J.J. Watt, he's still good and all, but this motherfucker's getting paid like $100 million, and he's not a Pro Bowler. Is he a Pro Bowler? I don't think so.
No.
No offense to him. And he did a great thing a couple years ago. He raised almost $40 million for the Hurricane Harvey relief. But, he's eating a lot of their cap, and he's not really, that good. He played great in that Patriots game. He's not
I think he's going to have another good game.
He's still a productive player. Don't get me wrong, but, come on now. And,
he also played really well on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Free Deshaun. Free Deshaun.
Oh, I quickly
Free
have
I
the
mean,
Deshaun.
they
Jamar
put up
Chase
points.
stats.
It's not really their offense. It's the defense is just terrible. But
It's
yeah,
horrendous.
Brandon Allen was throwing absolute dimes. The Bengals are on a 2-game
dude.
winning streak. Good for Cincinnati. Hopefully they can carry this. These are culture building wins. You got to carry the momentum into next season. Get Burrow back, and maybe who knows? Anything can happen.
Maybe make a play. I have the Jamar Chase stats. 84 receptions, 1,780 yards, 20
God.
touchdowns.
Oh my God! What?
Wow.
Yeah, he might be
touchdowns.
maybe since he might be the best wide receiver prospect since
Julio?
maybe even Randy.
Oh, Jets trade down so we can draft him. God.
Dude, I will
Anyway.
use my
Podcast is
camera
over
and
now after that.
strangle you.
Well, that's the
Podcast is
episode,
over.
guys. Thank you for watching. From my grave to yours. My name is Okay. Here we go. Next game: Steelers versus Colts.
Dude, what the
Depressing
fuck?
times. How did the
Oh,
Colts?
99% of the people.
I was totally rooting for the Colts. I hate the
Philip
Steelers.
Rivers was
I
playing
hate
so
this-
well too. He's throwing great balls, and then just
But
in the
I
fourth
said
quarter,
actually-
he just had to fall apart.
When it got to 28-4, and the Colts had the ball, I said to my dad, I said, there is not a quarterback I would want less in this situation who's considered good than Philip Rivers. And lo and behold, he throws a fucking terrible interception downfield because he can't throw deep to Mike Hilton or whatever, who it was. So yeah, Steelers needed this win. Corvette boy scored a touchdown. Ben looked good in the second half after looking god awful in the first half. So, Benny Snell. The Steelers have a lot of questions still. The defense is banged up. They don't have a running game. They don't really have wide receiver one, even though they have talent at that. We don't know about Ben. That being said, they're gonna
Corvette.
they're not terrible, but they might win.
I hate them.
But I hope
I
they
hate this
fucking
team so
lose.
much.
If they play the Colts, they probably want to play the Colts because they're
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope
Also,
they play the Dolphins. That'll be great.
Dude,
That was
Imagine.
why the fuck don't you give the ball to Jonathan Taylor in the second half?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. He's
what
the
still-
fuck,
like, come on.
guys?
He's literally a top 10
Frank
running
Reich.
back.
If the Colts don't make the playoffs, as much as I like Frank Reich, he
Might
fucking
get
sold
fired.
for them. He's not gonna get fired. There's no way.
They're gonna win this weekend probably.
They're-
Play the
yes.
Jags, but
Yeah.
But if they don't, even if they don't make the playoffs,
they need one of those teams to lose.
on
They
him.
need Miami, Cleveland, or Baltimore to lose it. Baltimore's
Yeah.
not gonna lose. They're playing Cincinnati.
Miami has the best chance because they're playing the Bills. But
Yeah, but if
who
the
knows?
Bills rest players,
They've been on a friggin' tear. They're not
If
about
the
to
Bills-
blow it at this point.
basically, if I'm Sean McDermott, I'm thinking potentially who would I rather see in the playoffs, the Colts or the Dolphins? If I'd rather see the Dolphins, I am resting everyone like that. But if I want to see the Colts, and after that performance, I still kind of don't want to see the Colts. If I'm the Bills,
If I'm the Bills,
If I'm the Bills, I
I'd be
really
pretty
don't care who
confident
else.
against either of those teams.
yeah. And in that case, I'm resting personally. But
Yeah.
not sure if they'll end up doing that.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, sad times for the Colts. I really, really, really hope they make the playoffs because if they don't, that's gonna suck for me because I
I hope they do.
just wanted one thing right, guys. The Colts just to be a good team.
I picked them to go 9 and
Please,
7.
Philip Rivers, please, just make
I think I
something
also
happen.
picked
I'm
them to go
begging you.
9-7, maybe 10-6.
They're playing.
Now we move.
What's
Now
the
we're starting to
lose?
move into the later games of the day on Sunday, which are a good intense set for me and Chandler's race for first place in
yeah.
the predictions. So, not that this one really mattered, but we had Panthers versus Washington.
Oh my
I
God.
want
Rip
to pour one out
Dwayne.
for the homie.
Dwayne bites
Dwayne
the
I want
Haskins
to
dust.
pour one out
Now
for.
that he's been released, Cam is now the worst starting quarterback in the league.
He
yeah,
is.
I don't know
pour one
about
out for Booty Haskins.
all the terrible stuff we said about Cam. It all applies to Haskins even more because at least
Except he
Cam,
can't
like
run.
the thing that sucks about Cam is that he seems like he's a good guy and he's working hard. You saw the graphic that he gets up in the morning at 4. Like Dwayne's at the strip club before the game, gets
He was
stripped
a
of the
pro.
captain's badge, comes in. What did he have? Like 37 yards and 2 interceptions. Like what is
It
going
was
on?
wild, yeah.
We all picked the Panthers, which was a good pick for us.
Yeah.
Not that great or anything. It was just that Washington literally cannot move the ball with when he was the quarterback. And I think Gibson he was playing.
Alex Smith
hard,
needs
so.
to get back.
They have receivers.
Yeah.
They have
Heineke was kind of
Sims,
slinging it.
They have McLaurin, and they have this
Yeah,
dude,
he was doing
Logan
pretty well.
Thomas, the former quarterback at tight end, but
Yeah.
yeah, former Cardinals quarterback. But the Washington took the L.
Yeah. I'm surprised it got that
6-10.
close, honestly, at the end. But like they as soon as they put in their backup and saw that he could actually service and play some football,
Taylor
they're
Heineke
like,
all
was
right,
peace out,
also
Dwayne.
he was a starter when Cam went down in
They should have just played him
Carolina.
after the first quarter. You got to put that dude in. Come on,
Yeah.
they really put Haskins back out there after the halftime, and they scored 0.
Yeah, really? What are you doing?
Yeah,
That's
that's
just pathetic.
He's their coach. Ron
awful.
Rivera. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
right.
it for Haskins. That's probably the end of his career, to be honest.
He's going to the XFL.
Yeah, maybe he can redeem himself in Canada or in the XFL.
Well, CFL is not in a good financial place. They might be defunct.
Yeah, because of
after a
COVID.
year.
If they lose, they lost the season. So yeah,
they might be defunct.
He's looking very similar to Johnny Manziel, honestly.
Yeah, kind of.
Johnny Manziel could at least throw the ball.
He had 1 or 2 good games at least.
Yeah.
What about the
he was a
Johnny
decent-
Manziel highlights where he spins around and throws the ball like this?
Yeah. He breaks
Check back
8
to the
sacks
intro.
from-
Woo! All right.
from,
And also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, did you see the thing on Bleacher Report? How it was like Haskins' quote from the draft? This league gonna regret drafting you at 15.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, I mean, you weren't wrong.
Drafting you at 15. You suck. Oh my
Dude,
God.
he's such an interesting character. He made people pay to come to his draft party.
Yeah,
which,
what?
In principle, I love the hustle. I love the energy that creates, but you have to be good to do that.
That was good that he did that though, because now he's gonna need a source of income.
He needs the fun.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Dwayne.
I mean, he's probably going to get
put that money in the bank. No, he probably threw it
contracts.
all away at the clubs.
OU
Just like-
quarterbacks are officially cursed.
That's facts. Justin
Alex
Fields,
Smith
beware.
is good though.
Beware of Alex Smith is not from Ohio State. He's from Utah.
Oh! I thought you said Washington. My fault.
No. Well, they also might be cursed. Too.
That too. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
One more game before we get into the good ones. Broncos versus Chargers.
Jeez, I barely watched any.
Chargers
I
almost
won,
blew
right?
this game.
Yeah.
I was watching. Chargers were
Herbert
up, I think it was 16-0.
Yeah,
I want to say it was
16-3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16-3. And then the Broncos come storming back, but the Chargers, they made a field goal. How is that possible? And they won the
Well, they
game.
had the game-winning. This is 3 straight weeks now. They've had a game-winning thing.
Yeah.
They had the game-winning field goal against the Falcons,
what's the
game-winning
kicker's name?
touchdown in overtime against the Raiders, and now this. So
He has a
props to
nickname.
Justin Herbert. He's doing a lot. I mean, they have weapons and stuff. Also, props to me for starting Keenan Allen in both leagues and then finding out he wasn't going to play like half an hour before the game, and then he just got 0. So that's great. But the Chargers. Maybe. You think about it, they got a couple of these other games. I don't think they'd be a playoff team, but again, kind of like the Falcons.
Close, yeah.
They could have been close. And Justin Herbert, I think he just set the record for touchdowns
Yes, he did.
as a rookie, so good for him.
Breaking Baker's record.
What a guy.
He's good.
Just,
He's
yeah.
very good.
My takeaway. Oh yeah, Drew Lock needs to go. Also, he sucks.
That's like, yeah. Did I
Peace,
pick the
Drew
Chargers
Lock.
to make the playoffs
He
this
might be
year?
worse. He's not that much better than Cam.
Did I say the Chargers were going to make the playoffs this year?
I
Yeah, you did.
So. I don't know.
That's tough.
They
Justin
almost-
Herbert was really good. I was right though on that.
They were
I was
they're
right.
really good on paper, but I mean their
Yeah.
coaching
They
staff
need a
is
new
god
coach.
awful.
Anthony Lynn
They need
needs to
a
be
coach.
gone. Well,
New
I
coach.
swear, I low-key would not be surprised if they bring in Gase. Just knowing how stupid
What about Gruden?
Spanos is.
John Gruden?
He's not getting fired, dude.
Not getting
We're paying
fired.
him so
The
much.
buyout would be crazy.
No, he's not.
Buyout would
And
be
dude, no. Even if
crazy.
he gets fired, why would any team hire this dude after this?
Doug Peterson?
Maybe. I'd rather have him than any of the dudes you just
Matt
listed.
Campbell.
I'd rather have Doug Peterson than Anthony Lynn. Who the fuck were we talking about? Oh, John Gruden and Adam Gase. So
And Josh McDaniels.
and Josh McDaniels.
Mickey D's.
Mickey
Well,
D's.
that's
Jesus
a
Christ.
good
This
name.
is an all-time bad episode for you, man.
Anyway, guys, this is where we move into the good stuff. Speaking of Doug Peterson, the boys 37-17
Who the
against
fuck
the
told the Red
Eagles.
Rifle to sling it again?
I mean, this is
Just-
kind of like what we expected, though, from Dallas. 'cause
Beautiful.
The whole
Dak
year.
went
Yeah.
out. I was like, Andy Dalton was pretty good last year for the Bengals. They have a great receiving core. He should produce like a lot. And now
And
he
Zeke.
It
Because
just
Zeke
took-
was
Now
good
it's-
for a while.
Now it's happening. It
Took him
took
a
some
while.
time to
He
kick
still
in.
kinda
And
sucks,
now it's
but-
going.
Well, I mean, does
If
he,
they make the
how does he-
playoffs, I swear to God, I'm gonna be so
I-
mad.
They can. All they need is
Yeah.
Washington to lose.
I'm
And
gonna
See,
be pissed.
I was texting Stuart about this actually during the game. Who would be the most entertaining team to watch in the playoffs? Because honestly, at this point, I don't care about the quarterback thing anymore. Would we rather watch the Washington football team or the Cowboys or the Giants in the playoffs?
I'd rather watch the football team because I
The
want to see
NFL
Chase Young kill someone.
the NFL wants.
Dude, I want to watch like literal
Giants,
manslaughter
Cowboys.
on TV.
Well, I mean, okay, so
I
it's
want the
more than
Cowboys.
likely. More than
I
likely, it's
hate the
gonna.
Cowboys.
More than likely, it's gonna be
Yeah,
Tampa
boys.
Bay. If Tampa Bay wins this week, they clinch 5. So they're gonna
Dude,
play
imagine
whoever.
if the football team takes Brady out of the playoffs.
I don't think that they're gonna lose to any of these teams because none of them.
No,
Yeah,
see,
definitely.
because I think
Honestly-
the only way it would be interesting is if it was a back and forth shootout. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, nobody's going to be – none of these defenses are going to be able to hold Brady to low points.
Especially Dallas.
It's going to be the
Especially
Washington
Dallas.
Especially Dallas.
That's true.
Dallas is
And
gonna
also,
get bombed.
Tampa has a good defense. They've had a couple stinkers this year, but they have a pretty good defense. I don't think that any of these teams are going to run the score up. I know that they looked well this week, but the Eagles' defense is not good. So
No.
I don't have any faith in Andy Dalton in a playoff game against Tampa. So,
But the
I still
football
think the
team, I
most
think they might get shut out. Not that any of these teams are going to beat the Bucs,
I mean,
but like I think
Alex
I don't
Smith
think
being
the
back
football team
and-
I
will
hope it's the
chase.
Giants just because they suck the most, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Also,
wow.
Brady can get a little
I
revenge.
hope it's the
on it.
Giants, so it's Giants versus Brady, and then he can blow it.
You wanted
Dude,
to lose?
You want to lose? That's mean.
You're even the Giants over
You want to
Oh,
lose
hilarious.
to a 6-10 team?
That would be hilarious. He might have to retire right there. Honestly,
Dude,
Maybe
I'd have to
end it.
retire.
take the horse out.
I'd
behind
feel
his
like
head.
fifth-hand
Boom!
embarrassment.
Night.
I don't even care. But yeah, sorry, Donis, but a lot of people are like,
I mean,
oh,
I
Hurts-
said to the chat, I
Hurts
said,
still
Donis,
makes
I'm so sorry,
mistakes.
but I'm happy because I picked
Have
the
the same
Cowboys.
energy for Hurts as you did for Wentz. Clearly, the Eagles, I don't care about the reasoning, but the Eagles players respond way better to Hurts. They seem to be more motivated out there. And even if at the end of the day, maybe Carson Wentz is more talented than Jalen Hurts, but you know what? No, it's not going to work out for Wentz in Philadelphia. You can't look at these. These are Hurts is too productive now to be like, oh, actually, no, you are not going to start next season. We're going to put Wentz in there. Like, it's such a complicated situation. So,
And what pick are the Eagles looking at now? Like 7?
yeah, they're pretty high. They can
six
be as high. I think
right
they can
now,
be as
6.
high as like 4 if they lose this week.
Yeah, and they need other teams to win.
And the other,
Dare they
Deshaun
draft a
Deshaun
quarterback,
Jackson had a
though?
touchdown.
They dare not.
They
Dude,
should
that
not.
would be
That would be
the. I would
stupid.
literally laugh at Andrew so much.
Yeah,
I would
they
feel
need a
really
receiver.
sorry
They need a
for-
receiver. That's what they need.
Yeah, if they don't draft Jamar Chase, because he's probably going to be there.
Yeah.
If they, there are going to be riots.
In Philadelphia.
Riots.
Yep. All right. What's the?
There'll be riots
city but
regardless of who they
Philadelphia?
draft. It's Philadelphia.
Yeah, anyway. Then we have this next game. Seahawks versus Rams. I went 2 for 2.
Dude, what
My
the fuck?
boys, the Seattle Seahawks, coming out with the win 20-9.
They didn't even look that.
Jared
good.
Goff, my God. I was trying
Oh,
to
yeah, I'm
defend
gonna
him a
get to my
couple
Goff
weeks
pick.
ago,
He was
but
awful.
it's just
Jared Goff is absolutely terrible. I said this last week. They have the weapons. They have Robert Woods. They have Josh Reynolds. They have Cooper Kupp. He is injured this upcoming week, but he played this week. They have Higbee. They have Everett. They have running backs. They have an O-line. They have a defense that held Seattle to 20. And the best you can do is 9 points against this defense. I mean, okay, granted, Seattle's defense has looked a lot better. They're at least average now from being.
They look very good.
From being fucking
Comparatively.
terrible, but
Not very good.
Goff threw that pass before the end of the half, where Troy Aikman was just like, I don't know what he saw there, Joe.
Oh my, yeah. He's like, I don't know, Joe. I don't know. I don't see anything there. He
He's
was
got
just
20
so
touchdowns
depressed. I was
and
like,
13 interceptions this season. That isn't good. Honestly, I said to Nick, they could legitimately look to trade up for a quarterback. I wouldn't put it past them. This dude sucks. I'm sorry. I think Goff's terrible at this point. He's awful. Like, he's basically a backup right now. That's how well he's playing, how poorly he's playing.
I will say,
Seattle props to them. They're
Patriots.
winning
The
the
big
division
thing-
for the first time in 4 years.
big thing that you that like after like 2 drives, you knew that the Seahawks were going to win this game
Mhm.
because Goff looked like a deer in headlights. He looked like genuinely afraid. And then in the third quarter, when he just casually pops his thumb back into place. And I mean, if you look at a football, if you try to grab a football, the thumb is the most important finger in throwing a football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has because you have to grip
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So then, at
we
that
saw it with
point, it's
Brady.
already-
Remember when he hurt his thumb in the playoffs that year?
Yeah.
Jeez. At that point, it's already a GG. It was over at that point. But yeah, I think this might be Goff is like the most hit or miss quarterback because he has everything around him. He's never going to be Brady with no weapons, somehow salvaging something. You put him in a situation with elite weapons, and he might get it done.
Yeah.
And that's for the first overall.
like a coin
pick of
toss at that point.
2016.
Sucks.
16. Yeah.
He just sucks. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's not
I mean,
good.
I'll give him
Oh, yeah,
this.
and then
I
real
mean,
quick,
he's a god awful these past couple of weeks, but before that, he had some strides during the middle of the season where he was like, this guy's he's redeeming himself based off last year. He was god awful.
It's a
He
constant
started
the
making
thing
a
is
comeback
that
a little bit.
he played really well in 2018. They made the Super Bowl after all. But this year, let's see, what's his best game this season? Hold on. So he had, I guess against the Bears, he was 220 and 2 touchdowns. Oh, and against the Eagles, he was 3 touchdowns and 0 picks. But like some of these games here, 49ers, 198, 2 interceptions. Last week against the Jets, he threw a pick. Patriots, he didn't play well at all, even though they kicked their ass. I guess he was pretty good against the Cardinals too. But like his QB ratings, listen, he's got 61, 89, 74, 104, 52, 99, 96, 65, 72, 79. Like he's just, really not that good. He's got a 90 passer rating this season, and he hasn't passed 4,000 yards. So, and also just real quick, that should have been a fumble because he gave himself up.
That was stupid.
He would. I understand what he was trying to do. He thought he was down, and he was putting.
He did it way too fast, though. He was just
He clearly didn't actually give himself up. He put the ball on the ground. That's a fumble, but yeah. Well, Seahawks, props to them though. Always a
so at this. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll do something with the playoff picture in a minute, but at this point in the day, I was like, all right, I could do this. I could go 3 for 3 here and tie Chandler, but then good old Titans just had to blow it, didn't they, against the Packers?
I really thought the Titans had a chance here. You know, the Packers have been a little
40-14
underwhelming this season. Their defense isn't great, but sometimes it plays well. It was snowing. They have maybe the best running back in the league as of right now. They have, players to make plays on offense, and Rodgers just decided to just destroy their defense.
They might have the best running back in the league, but they didn't have the best running back on the field.
No, AJ Dillon went
BC, AJ Dillon, Quadzilla.
And people were saying, like, oh, that pick is terrible. I mean, it wasn't a good pick. They should have picked a wide receiver.
Until Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams went down.
But he looked great. Good for
4 touchdowns and a pick. I mean, come on.
The funniest thing is
defense, incredible. In the
Titans
snow.
defense sucks. The Titans defense sucks.
Good.
They have the worst pass rushing. They have the worst.
It's not that good. They don't have any pass rushing. They have some second players in the secondary, but
Jeffrey.
Malcolm Butler had a pick, your favorite, Nick. But this is
Rodgers.
Rodgers is probably going to be the MVP.
Yeah, he got burnt against Adams multiple times.
There's no question about it anymore.
Because now they're gonna play in week 17. I'll probably throw 2 touchdowns. I mean, Brady in 2007 had 50 touchdowns and 8 picks. Rodgers is going to have maybe 3 or 4 less touchdowns and 3 less interceptions.
Yeah, Rodgers has 45.
Pretty damn impressive. And he didn't have Randy Moss.
44.
Well, I mean, Devontae Adams is a beast, can't lie. But
44 touchdowns, 4,059 yards, 119.4 passer rating, 70.3 completion percentage, 32 touchdowns to no picks in the red zone, and only 5 interceptions. He's ridiculous right now. Also,
I hope they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
me too.
I might even say that they are my favorites to win the Super Bowl right now.
Well, no, I'd say they're third on my list.
I
think they're behind Buffalo and Kansas City.
Buffalo,
yeah. Okay. See, Bills. I predicted it at the start of the year.
I had nothing bad to say about Buffalo. We'll get to them. They're very.
We'll get to
I was
Buffalo.
Wrong. They're very good. They're
the funniest.
to be honest, they look better than the Chiefs this last month. They looked at the best team.
The funniest thing is, I was thinking about this game when I found out that it was going to be in the snow. I was a little bit nervous for my prediction, not going to lie. And then I was like, oh, you know what's going to be really funny? If the Packers end up winning the Super Bowl this year, they'll have done it essentially without their first and second round picks because Jordan Love obviously doesn't play. And I was like, AJ Dillon hadn't really done that much this year. Last game, he had 1 rush for 18 yards. Then Aaron Jones goes down. He'd been hurt. They kept him out. Jamal Williams didn't play. And then AJ Dillon just decided to become prime BC versus Syracuse AJ Dillon. Run for 8 billion yards and killing people with his quads. What a guy. I knew he was going to be good. I did not think it was a great pick for them because they didn't need him.
But...
Yeah, I agree with you.
But, hey, you win a big game against Tennessee there. That's going to be worth it for the season, at least, for this year.
All they have to do is win. They clinch the first seed in the
Let's go.
So, good for the Packers.
I mean, but do they want the first seed? I say they keep rolling with the momentum. I mean, obviously, the first seed would be good, but I just,
What? You crazy?
I have a feeling.
Do you think they want to voluntarily play a playoff game?
No. But I feel like this bye could bite them in the ass down the line a little bit.
1 bye week does not. No way. You think the Patriots, every year that we won the Super Bowl, we had a bye week.
Yeah,
really?
That's true.
Come on. They want to bye, especially when no other teams get one.
No, I'm saying they want to bye, but I'm hoping that it doesn't interrupt their flow, is all I'm saying.
It won't. It's only 1 week. And secondly, it's not just the bye, it's a home field. And Lambeau is a hard place to
Lambeau
play.
is-
They want to have home playoff games.
Weather-wise, everything.
Those
It's
snow
just
Saints,
difficult.
for example, the Saints are screwed.
They
if
cannot play in the cold.
Yeah. I would be concerned.
There's
Honestly,
one
they'd
team.
probably rather see New Orleans than Tampa in that situation.
Yeah, I
because
was gonna say
Tom's
there's
playing
one
cold
team
weather.
that has a really good chance in that
Yeah.
game in Lambeau, and it's Tampa.
Yeah, and they beat them earlier
Yeah.
this year. So.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But
Well,
especially,
good-
I mean,
good
I'm
the
talking about
Packers.
when
Oh,
it's
Matt LaFleur, props to him. He's been a good coach for them.
Yeah.
I was really questionable because when he came in, he was the coach of that
Titans.
Titans offense that wasn't particularly that good in 2018.
Yeah.
And then he's ended up, if they win this week, he'll be 26-6 as a head coach. That's
Wow.
pretty damn good for the first 2 years. So
Matt LaFleur.
And I will say,
Better than
just to
Super
go
Dan
for the
McCarthy.
Titans really fast, Tannehill blew this game. This is
Oh, yeah,
just
he's
two
just
I mean, he
picks and
really
a
blew
touchdown.
it.
people shouldn't expect too much of him because he's basically just
No, I know, but I mean, there was a point in the year where he was absolutely popping off, and now he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I mean, he's
Not
he
that-
never
when he's
throws
playing-
for that many yards. Really.
yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
just super efficient.
Yeah.
Well, until this game. Oh, there was something I was gonna say.
broke my heart.
Sorry.
Um,
Died of a
It was
broken
about
heart.
Tannehill.
Go
Whatever,
cry
I
in the-
forget
Go
what it
cry in the air, please.
All right, last
man.
game on the list. We saved the best for last. Not
Man, I
Bills versus Pats. They
my
just publicly executed us 38-9.
I don't even want to talk about this
This is
game
a
really.
firing squad. The thing about this, the only thing I really have to say isn't really anything to do with the game. It's basically to the Patriots nation. If you are a Patriots fan and you're like, oh guys, all you gotta do
If
is
you
re-sign
support Cam, please leave our fan
Newton
base.
sucks.
Get out
He's
right
the worst
now.
quarterback in the NFL. He cannot
really
make a pass
bad.
more than 15 yards.
Props
He
to
isn't
Gillette
even-
Nation because he has stood by,
Yeah, sit him.
supporting the hatred of Cam Newton. Not the hatred of Cam Newton, but just how he's terrible.
He can't.
like
he can sort of run. He just falls down. He's afraid to take hits, which you can't blame him. He's taken many in his career. He's a
Yeah.
9-year veteran. He gets sacked all the time. He has time to throw. He can't hit open receivers. He throws interceptions. He had 34 passing yards in the first half in the game. I mean, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? That's the best you can fucking do? He's so bad.
Not
really
that, I
glad
mean,
he got
and when
his jersey.
Stidham came in, I was like, maybe he can get something going here. He sucked
The
too.
thing about both of these guys is that they both fucking suck. I mean, I want to see Stidham next week just because I don't want to see Cam take any more snaps as a
Yeah, I
Patriot.
know.
Me too.
That being said, Stidham is not a good quarterback. He has
No, but the fear
Is
is
Stidham
setting
worse,
in
though?
because at this point I'm really afraid. Bill Belichick said in the post game conference, he's like, Cam did good for us today.
He
Yeah,
did
he's
not.
done all he
Belichick
can
is-
for us. No,
Belichick-
He's gonna bring him back.
Belichick was
He's-
like talking to the dude on the phone. He's whipping it against the.
Yeah,
that was the, best,
yeah,
that was
that
the best
was so-
throw of the night. That was the best throw of the night.
Yeah,
When he
I
spiked
mean,
the
you're
ball,
not
it's like,
lying.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. And then J.C. Jackson, I was getting so excited. He was locking up Diggs. And then
Yeah.
Dude, you
Then
literally
he
said
started
it.
chatting
Like,
shit.
you said in the chat, we could lock
He was
him
like,
up,
"Fuck
and then
you,
he
Diggs."
just gets burnt. Oh my
Twice.
Yeah, that was
Ugh,
bad.
Poor JC. And then he was on the bench. He was like, oh,
He was
just
like
crying on the
sad.
bench.
Yeah. The Bills.
I saw a meme
Buffalo.
that it was when you realize that the Patriots way without winning is just verbal abuse.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah,
Damn.
basically.
The
Dude,
Bills.
this team
though,
fucking sucks.
the Bills.
Man. Bills are good. The Bills are
They
real.
are
Bills
very
just
good.
they decimated us.
I
It
think
wasn't
they
even
can
funny.
beat anyone in right now. I think they could beat the Chiefs. Honestly, they are.
It's gonna be
That would be a damn
extremely
good game.
That's gonna be a
They're
really good game.
extremely good. They really have no weaknesses, except for really they don't have a feature back, but they have a damn good passing game, and a good defense. So and a good coaching, good
Yep,
home field.
McDermott's
and
done
home
really
field.
well
So props to Buffalo, but
Bills
fuck
Mafia.
Buffalo. I'm fucking sad.
Bills.
Well,
I mean,
I still
honestly,
do win
I
this
said
game,
to
but-
you guys in the chat, I think this is the most defeating loss of the season.
Yes.
I mean, the Niners one is up there, and so is the Broncos one, but this one was just
It's
against the
so
big
bad.
rival, and
Yeah.
oh well, even
And it
though
was
the season's
prime
over, we're
time,
gonna fight
too.
for our lives here. It was just.
I was like, dude,
terrible.
can you
Just lay
please
down
make
and
this
Folk
game
missed
off
an
of
extra
prime
And then
time?
of course Nick Folk ruined his MVP campaign.
Oh my God, Nick! No.
He's injured
This
too,
is
so
so
that's why he
sad.
missed it. They really
That's why
thought
we signed
Nick
the
Folk
biggest
injured
kicking
and
bust.
that dude Roberto Aguayo were
Aguayo.
better than
Yeah.
Rohauser. Why did we draft Rohauser? Oh yeah, and Ossie still has yet to record a reception as a
He's
Patriot.
terrible. He is
Woo!
awful.
He's done nothing as a Patriot. Good thing we drafted him though, and Uche
Yeah.
got hurt too, just to rub some salt in the wound. But yeah, all right.
And Damian Harris didn't play.
That's it. That's it for the game.
Yeah, I mean, Sony Michelle was there. He was running. JJ
Yeah,
Taylor
I mean,
had
the
a
running
good
backs
run.
didn't even look that bad. Our one scoring drive, it was all
Yeah.
running backs. Cam didn't even complete
Also,
a pass
how
on
the
that whole
fuck
drive.
do you drop that pass to Mir Bird?
I don't even care.
How the fuck do
Oh.
you
It
drop
wasn't a
that
good
pass?
throw anyway, but he still dropped
It
it.
wasn't a great throw, but
It was a
was
terrible
in.
spiral.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm
and
not
then when
even gonna blame him because you know what? This motherfucker gets open every single game just for Cam to
That's true,
outthrow
that's
him.
true.
So
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? He gets,
he was probably expecting it to go over his head, so he wasn't ready for it.
He's like, whoa, wait, it's actually here.
couldn't
He wasn't
believe it.
ready.
But
You gotta
That
throw
was
it.
the most
I
ugly
mean-
flea flicker ever too. It was like, oh, just like, oh. And then-
dude, at one point in the game, he threw the pass. He did it exactly how you acted out last week. He went, oh.
Oh,
It was just
whips it 10 yards. Like he's like,
it was terrible, and he was
Cam
like
has the same
lunging
exact
forward
throw
because his
last
arm
week
is
in
not
3
strong enough.
yards and
He had to
30
give it
pounds.
body strength too, and it just didn't go anywhere. It was just, and then when Stidham came in, even you guys were cheering for him. You're like, "Let's go, Stidham!"
he didn't
And
look
then
good.
when he's throwing these
Please.
terrible passes, you're just like,
He was terrible.
He's
He's
still
what
more
are you
yards
doing,
than Cam.
Jared?"
He's still
Yeah,
more
that's
yards
true.
than Cam. But
He's a little bit better. I mean,
think-
and I think he's
yeah.
better than Dwayne. That was an accurate
Do we
portray
think
by
that
us
it's
on the
fair
quarterback
to say
rankings
that
episode. But
Stidham and Cam are the two worst quarterbacks to ever play for the Patriots?
I don't know.
I
We've
mean-
had some stinkers. The Patriots won 115
I mean,
in 1990.
not
so.
really. Like we've had bad quarterbacks, but like bad quarterbacks.
the
that-
worst starter is definitely Cam. To play over 10 games is Cam.
All right, so in 1990, the
In a
Patriots were
season.
1-15 here.
was the
Who was
quarterback
our
then?
quarterback? Let me see. I'm
That's
just
like the
looking
interim where I don't actually
Steve
know.
Rogan,
anything
he's
about
old.
them.
He was old. Tommy
Grogan.
Hudson and Mark Wilson. All right, let's look at their stats here.
I don't know who.
Oh,
I
no.
know who Grogan is.
He went to BYU, Mark Wilson, but
Go. Is he related to Zach?
doesn't
Wilson?
look like he actually played for the Patriots much. But let's see this other guy, Tommy Hudson. All right, so for the Patriots in 1990, he was 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 68.5 quarterback rating, 54% completion. He didn't even throw 1,000 yards in 7 games.
That's bad. Okay, maybe. not.
6.21 yards per completion. His longest pass this season was 56, which I think is actually longer than Cam. No fumbles. So that's pretty damn bad. But I don't know if that's worse.
Wait. How many games did he play?
7.
Oh, how many games?
Okay,
Well-
that's still over 10. Over 10 games. It's
Okay, then I don't know enough to
Gotta
look
be Cam.
it up right now.
Me neither.
Because I mean,
Uh,
Brogan, Plunkett, Pelini.
Cam just sucks. Period. I
Cam's
can't.
Cam's fucking awful.
And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what we do at quarterback because if we bring back friggin' Cam Newton next year, even Stidham, I think I've passed on that train. I just want him to start next week.
Yes, you better have passed on that train.
Well, I mean, at this point for the season, I would much rather have Stidham in than Cam. Are you
I'm
kidding
with
me?
you.
I cannot deal with
I'd
the
almost
people who
rather have
argue
Cam
that.
in because he would lose the game for us.
That's true.
I
think
also,
Stidham would still lose the game, but at least we'd be able to see him play some football. Like,
if the Jets beat us, they will officially have a longer win streak.
Oh my God, no! This dude is worse than Cam. Oh my God, he played in 10
Who?
games. He played in 12 games for the Pats. Or he played in 12 games. He only started 4 of them. He
Who
was
is
2
this?
touchdowns and 9 interceptions.
Who?
Scott Sekulis.
Scott Zolak, imagine.
Oh,
Dude,
he was-
imagine.
here. Let me put the name in the chat. Hold on. This is his name.
Scott Sekuls, something like
Yeah.
that.
So Sekulis.
Scott
Kind of
Secul.
looks like John Gruden.
Yes.
His
Okay.
career, in NFL career, he was 4 touchdowns and 14 picks. Wow, that's really bad.
Oh no.
That's worse
At
than
least Cam has an MVP to show.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
he's
no
a good
one's saying that
quarterback
Cam's
for
not a good
multiple
quarterback
years.
of all time.
No, yeah.
6
He's
years.
fucking terrible as a Patriot.
I mean, it's.
I think-
I'm really looking forward to it because I hope Stidham starts against the Jets. He's not
Just give
gonna.
him once.
I
Just give
already
him
know
once.
he's not going to because
Fuck!
it's different when we just throw him in the middle of the game because he doesn't have a week to just prep and act as like he's like, wow, I'm gonna
That's
start
true.
this
You
week.
don't get the first
Let me
team.
look over the playbook and do my own starter routine. He's never had that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
But
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
not saying he's gonna succeed, but like at least give him that chance, and
All right,
maybe
let's
he'll
do
back
fantasy
up for us
update.
next year. Who knows?
I think that Cam's more likely to back up for us this next year.
I just don't
All
want
right.
him here anymore.
He has a
All right, what's
really
the-
good work ethic, and I would appreciate it.
I'm
as a
really
fan.
hungry. Can we do the?
That's
fantasy
all the
update now?
games.
Yeah.
Are we doing that playoff thing?
Wait, you
or-
want to do the fantasy update first?
Yeah, but I don't have my phone.
I have
Oh,
it.
then
I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Chill. Good.
Yeah.
Fantasy update with phoneless Nick.
Fantasy
Banana.
update with phone with.
Is this another 2-week game thing that
This
we're
is
doing?
another
Yeah, it
2-week
is.
game.
All right. Well,
and
let's
I don't know
it
why
is
I
in
set it up like that.
It is really not looking good for me.
You only put
I'm
up
happy that
89
it's-
points. What the
I put up-
fuck, Chandler?
Because Patrick Mahomes decided to suck. Derrick Henry.
I'm
shot
seriously in the dark here. I don't know how Cam did. I mean, not Cam.
The end.
Josh Allen.
Josh
I
Allen.
finished 4th.
Josh, let me look at your
in
team.
Fantasy.
Your team. Oh, it's not going to tell me.
What's the scores? Tell us the scores.
It doesn't. So it doesn't have them for the other games. Only for mine.
I can read them. I have it.
Even for the
go
other
for it,
games?
Stuart.
Wait, no, you're right. It only have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we
so
have
the score
Nick's
is-
losing. I think.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
I'm
It doesn't
winning.
have the scores? What do you mean?
It only has it
Only-
for your own game for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Let me look at the league schedule. Hold on. Let me look at the schedule.
Okay. I will read off my. I'm in the final.
Who cares?
And I'm
Wait, so
not
hold
gonna
on.
be in the
I'll
final
go.
for-
No, I
I'll
have it. I
go.
have
It's going to say
scoreboard.
on
I have the
pause.
scoreboard right here. I have the
Oh
scoreboard.
yeah. Okay. So
Oh, okay.
Stuart, just read it.
Okay, so I beat Chris. Well, I'm beating Chris 155 to 151. We actually put up the most points of anybody in the league, both
Yeah,
of
that's
us.
mad funny.
And we're the worst two teams.
Incredible.
Then Chandler just got destroyed. He
got
only had
killed.
89. Donis had 147. And then Nick's
It was
also
not
getting beat
good.
pretty bad. Pietro had Alvin Kamara, so Nick's losing 118 to 150.9. So not looking too good for Nick. But
Dude, I had the Packers defense, and I wanted to add the Bills defense,
you didn't
but
even
it
start
wouldn't let me
defense.
do it, and it glitched out, and it dropped the Packers defense, and I couldn't pick them back up.
Oh, that sucks. Well, let's see. I might win. But
I'm blaming COVID for getting killed by so much because I had Jarvis Landry starting, and
Yeah.
then he was ruled out after Godwin had already played, and I would have switched Landry for Godwin, but then I had to switch Landry for DJ Moore, and he's not very good at football.
All right, let's do this playoff prediction. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me just decide.
So,
All right.
yeah, what we're doing right now is we're going to simulate out games for next week without the line, just to see who makes the playoffs according to
In
our
every
picks.
situation.
And then we'll do the
Good question.
regular picks with the line afterwards.
All right,
Yeah.
so Ravens, Bengals. I think the Ravens are going to win this one.
Yeah, I think the Ravens will win.
All right, Dolphins, Bills. So this is a confusing one. Do you want to come back to this one?
Come back to
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
All right, and then I think the Browns are going to beat the Steelers because dude's not playing.
I agree.
Because it's going to be Racing Rudolph. All right,
Mason
all right.
Rudolph
Chargers,
is a better
Chiefs. I
win.
mean, it doesn't really matter, but I guess the
Take
Chargers.
the
are gonna win.
Chargers.
Jags, Colts. We'll take the Colts. All right, Patriots, Jets. I'm kind of thinking the Jets are going to win.
I'm taking the Jets.
Give me
Jets
the
are
Jets.
Jets are hot. The Jets.
Texans,
We'll see the line,
Titans.
but
Texans, Titans. I'm going with
It's
Titans.
like 2.5.
yeah.
Raiders at Broncos. I guess the Raiders, right? They're still bad.
Yeah.
Broncos are
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, Raiders.
All right,
I was
Packers
just
at
thinking-
Bears. I guess the Packers are going
I'm
to win
taking
this
the
one.
pack. Go
All
pack.
right, Falcons
Yeah.
at Bucs. Going with the Bucs. All right,
Yeah.
Washington football team at Eagles.
I'm taking.
This is the Sunday night football game. So
I'm taking Washington.
Hey, it's a great game.
Wait, is
Well,
that one
no.
Sunday night or is
The
Dallas?
Eagles are out. I
I thought
forgot.
Dallas Giants. Was.
no, it's going to be. I think it's Washington. At least it is
Oh.
right now. Washington State. I think Alex Smith's going to play, so I'm picking Washington.
Yeah, give me
Taking the
Washington.
football team.
All right,
Big
Cowboys.
football
So they're
team
making the
guy.
playoffs then. But just for whatever reason, Cowboys Giants. I guess the Cowboys are going to win that one.
We done boys.
Doesn't
Them
matter
boys.
anyway, though.
We are no
all
longer
right.
them boys.
Yeah, the Washington has a better division record, but we'll finish 7-9. All right, Vikings at Lions. I guess the Vikings. Lions are terrible.
Yeah, Lions are hot.
All right, Saints Panthers. Saints probably win this one.
Are
they
they gonna
wanna-
rest
Yeah.
everyone?
Well,
not?
I don't think so because they still have a chance technically
Yeah.
to get one. So,
Yeah, give me the Saints.
all right, Seahawks at 49ers. I'm going Seahawks. All right, this is the big
Yeah.
one. All right, so the two bigger ones here. It doesn't really matter because
Do the Dolphins one first
All
because the other one, it'll actually be a good segue into our actual predictions because there is no line. It's evens, I think.
no,
Yeah.
I checked today. It's 1.5. The
Oh, okay.
Rams are favored.
I checked this morning and it was evens. So
Oh,
I must have gotten updated.
Dolphins.
anyway,
at,
just go for it.
Dolphins at Bills.
So
I
this is
guess-
interesting here because if the Bills, I
Look at one of
honestly
those
I don't
ones.
see the Bills resting. Honestly, I think they'll go for that number 2 seed.
Yeah, but the Steelers are probably going to lose anyway. So it won't
Yeah,
matter.
so it won't matter. That's the
Will the
thing.
Bills rest their starters? Let's see.
It'd be kind of stupid. If
No
they
decision
didn't.
yet from McDermott. So
God
the Dolphins are fired up. They got Fitzpatrick. I'm going with the Dolphins. You know what? think the
I
Dolphins
will.
might-
I'm also going with the Dolphins, but I'm entirely biased because I predicted them to make the playoffs, and that.
Yeah,
was,
honestly,
that's gonna be,
I'll
the
go-
biggest surprise. in the
Wait,
season.
if the Dolphins lose, are they out?
Yes. Then the Colts
Probably.
make it over them. If the
Well,
Dolphins win this game,
the
they make,
Colts
then the
win.
Colts miss.
if the Colts win,
The Colts win.
Yeah, if the
Bucs still
Colts.
win.
Yeah. I'll go.
I think
I'll
they'll
go
rest.
Dolphins for the hell of it. If they start Tua, though, that's going to be. Let's talk about Tua actually right here because we didn't talk about it before. I
Oh,
agree with
shut up.
Chandler saying that
Yeah.
They should start Tua, but should start Fitzpatrick, but I don't think they're gonna. It's just gonna
They probably won't.
because Fitzpatrick is so inconsistent. He's up and down. If you're gonna put him in the game, fine. If he starts ranging up and down, then just put Tua in, who's a more flat and consistent option, but just lower than Fitzpatrick's highs right now.
Dude, they got
Cardinals,
Kurt Schilling and
Rams.
Papelbon.
Cardinals, Rams.
They got a pitcher and a closer.
I guess the
Cardinals, Rams.
I guess it seems like Kyler. Okay, there's no way Goff's gonna play, but Kyler might play.
Kyler without his
early
legs
this year,
is
no
still
Cam
good enough.
Akers. The Rams are.
Give me the
home.
Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
Dude, y'all know I'm huge on the Cardinals. Always have been.
Well, actually, no, because then the Rams can just run the ball all game.
The Rams.
Go with the Rams, dude.
Give me the
I gotta go
Rams.
It
with
doesn't
the
matter.
Rams.
It doesn't really matter. They're both gonna make the playoffs if the Packers win. So
Aaron Donald is gonna commit manslaughter.
all right,
Yeah.
so that makes the playoff matchups. All right. So Buffalo will play Cleveland, 2-7. The Steelers will play the Ravens, 3-6. The Titans will play the Dolphins, 4-5. Washington football team will play the Bucs in the NFC. Seahawks,
Yeah.
Rams, which we've already seen, and then Saints, Cardinals. So
If
I kind of
Giants
hope that
get
the
healthy, that's
Ravens.
a good game.
I hope that the Dolphins lose and the Ravens get 5, so that the Ravens can play the Titans again. 'Cause that's a
Oh
good-
yeah.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
see-
I'm kind of rooting for.
We
the
can see
Dolphins.
Lamar lose again.
Oh damn.
Oof.
So
Well,
mean. All right.
Now let's move to our real predictions. Stuart, we had a lot of hype going into the records this week. How'd we do?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. So Nick was the best this week. I think he was 9-7.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Nick.
that's right. Oh, wait, maybe he was. Right, let me just double check. All right, it's literally right here. So he was 9-7. Yeah,
Let's go, Nick.
he was 9-7. Chandler was 8-8, and I was 7-9. So
Hey,
now
I still got a
we're on-
winning record.
We're on to the total records here. Chandler's 99-96. Nick is 97-98. So 2 games between them, and then I'm 90-105. So it's pretty much done for me.
That's rip.
Yeah. But
Hey, but if we
so-
go, because we'll keep an overall record, just for the playoffs. So we'll have a regular season winner, but then
Yeah.
we'll have overall record, and then we'll have a playoff winner as well.
Okay,
so.
it doesn't seem likely that
Sure.
I'll be able to catch up either way, but you might be able to catch
Yeah.
up in the playoffs if you don't get it this week. All right, but
Yeah.
Cowboys Giants, the first game. Cowboys are favored by 3. Taking the Giants because big team.
Really? Give me them boys.
Give me the Cowboys.
Give me them boys.
Cannot bet against my boys. They bought me out many
Yeah.
times.
That's true.
We them boys.
Dolphins
till we
at
die.
Bills. We already talked about this. The Bills are favored by 1.5. I guess we'll all go Dolphins here.
Yeah.
Well, for the
be
line,
honest.
when I think about
mean,
it, like
The line.
analytically,
1.5, dude. It's basically pick 'em. Just
It's
pick
pick
'em.
'em. Unless it's a one.
wait, what are you going, Chandler?
I'm going Dolphins.
Dude, we all picked
Yeah.
the Dolphins in the playoff thing.
Yeah, just
yeah,
give
I
me
know.
the Dolphins.
We all
I
picked
think
the
that they
Dolphins. We
will.
kind of have
Give me the
to, yeah.
Dolphins. Give me the
Yeah.
Dolphins. Yeah.
Falcons at Buccaneers. Falcons are favored by 6. I mean, the Buccaneers are favored by 6.5. I'm taking the Bucs. They need to
Oh
win.
yeah,
this
give me the
game.
Bucks.
Give me
Just
the
to click
Bucks.
on
I
it.
gotta disagree with Chandler on 2 of these though. At least
All right,
2.
better figure it out. All right, well,
Yeah.
maybe you can switch when we get to the end.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I don't know. I'm writing the whole name Buccaneers. All right, Jets at Patriots. The Jets are favored. I mean, the Patriots are favored by 3.
Give
Taking
me
the
the
Jets.
Jets. Give me the Jets.
Nick, you might need to go in on Stidham on this one.
Give me the Patriots.
Dude, this
I'm
is the
putting-
ultimate
I'm putting my
nosebleeds
entire
duel.
season right here in
This is
Jarrett
the
Stidham.
ultimate nosebleeds duel right now.
Or maybe he can.
Jared
If he
Stidham.
starts again.
Oh my
Alright,
god,
give
if it's
me-
Cam,
give me
I'm
the
so sorry.
Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
All right, Ravens
Yeah,
at
give me the
Bengals. The Ravens are favored by 12.5. I'm taking the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
The Bengals
Give
haven't
me the
played.
the Ravens.
I was gonna say, Jesus Christ, Nick, that's a bold hill to die on.
I mean, they have won 2 straight, but all right. Steelers
I
at
don't- I really
Browns.
don't.
Oh my God, it's fucking 10 for the
It was
Browns
10, yeah.
because of Mason Rudolph. It's so
All
bad.
Yeah, still give me the Browns.
Oh, it's the rematch of
yeah,
Myles
helmet
Garrett.
boy.
I'm still gonna take the Browns because the
Give me the
Steelers.
Browns.
Yeah, I'll take the Browns too.
Damn, I was hoping you were gonna take the Steelers.
No, not there.
Duck Hodges making an appearance.
Duck.
Vikings at Lions. The Vikings are favored by 7.
Give me the Vikings.
I don't even. The Lions are so bad.
Pick the Lions, Nick. I fucking dare you.
No, give me the
Chase
Vikings.
Daniels is gonna lead you to the promised land.
All
Give me the
right,
Vikings.
Cardinals at Rams. As of right now, Rams are favored by 1.5. So we'll just leave it at that.
Give me the Rams.
Taking the Rams. They've let me down 2 weeks in a row now, but you know.
Cardinals have let me down too many times this year. I hope you make the playoffs, but give me the Rams.
I mean, if the Packers lose, they will. So I mean, if the Bears lose, they will.
Hey, it's a win-win for me. If the Cardinals make the playoffs, I look really smart. If the Rams win, then my line looks really smart.
There you go.
It's win-win.
Nick, pick someone. Jesus.
Give me the
All right,
Cardinals.
Nick picks the Rams. Oh, okay.
Give me the Cardinals.
Okay.
All right, Chargers at Chiefs. Chargers is favored by 3.5. I'm taking the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
This is Chad Henne. Yeah. Why are you thinking about this, dude? Chad Henne's terrible.
Pick the
They're not going to
Chiefs.
play any of their team.
Pick the Chiefs.
Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Okay, I was going to be like,
That's my two disagreements. I just need to
Well,
find them out.
that's for the top.
Jags at Colts. The Colts are favored by 14.5. I'm actually going to take the Jags. That's too high. That's too high. 14 and a half.
High.
They beat them earlier this year, remember?
Is James Robinson back?
I don't know. Who cares? I'm not picking the Colts in any situation by 14 and a half.
Dude, they lost 41-14 last week. I think it matters if James Robinson.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Jags. Just wait till you're wrong. Hey, I need to make up some ground here, so
Let me see if James Robinson is going to be.
You picked the Colts, I'm assuming.
Yeah, actually, I'll Google it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up
I
right.
think he's out, but I don't know.
If he's out, then I'm taking the Colts. If he is not out, then I don't know. Despite early off,
Uncertain. Still dealing with ankle
Oh,
swelling.
that's just him that.
They'll probably rest him. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, I will be taking the Colts.
All right, Nick. What about you?
I'm going to take the Colts too.
All right. Packers at Bears. The Packers are favored by 5. I'm going with the Packers.
Give me the Packers. Easy.
Give me the Packers.
Usually
Bears
5.
have done well for me this year, but Rodgers.
All right. Raiders at Broncos. The Raiders are favored by 2. Taking the
Give me
Raiders.
the Raiders.
Broncos are one of the worst teams in the league. I think.
Raiders.
All right, you still need to catch up to him there.
No,
He's
if I
already
get
done
those
his
2
first.
games, we're tied.
You want to tie, bro? You don't want to try?
Well, hey, if we're tied, then we're going into which teams we thought were going to make the playoffs.
No,
I'm winning
screw
that.
it. I'm going for the win because
Yeah, you better
If
go
we-
for the
if
win.
we
There's still
tie-
4 games. There's still 4 games. So.
screw that because then I can get the over. Even if I lose this, I can get the overall record because I'm still relatively close to them.
Alright,
So
alright.
yeah, I'm going for the
Saints-
win. Screw this.
Saints at Panthers. Saints are favored by 6.5. Taking the Saints.
Give me the
Saints.
Seems unusually low.
That was really quick, Nick. You're like Saints.
All right.
You
Seahawks,
kinda-
I know. I already know my disagreement.
Seahawks at 49ers. The Seahawks are favored by 5.5.
Give me the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking Seahawks. Sorry, boys. I'm just gonna read Hawks. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, watch CJ Beathard ball out. He probably will. Honestly. Titans at Texans. The Titans are favored by 7.5. Nick's about to pick the fucking Texans. I'm picking the Titans.
Give me the Titans.
They need to win this game.
No, give me the Titans.
If they win,
The
they
Texans
win the
suck.
Yeah,
division.
this game's too important for them.
They need to win this. They need to win this to win the division. This is a Derrick
Yeah.
Henry game. He's gonna go off. Predicting it. All right, last game of the week. Washington at Eagles. Sunday Night Football. Washington's favored by 1.5. I'm taking
Are you
Washington.
seriously about to pick the Eagles, Nick?
I don't know.
I'm picking the Eagles.
Maybe I'll pick the
Never bet against the boys because if they're gonna make the playoffs, they need Washington to lose.
They need Washington to lose. All right.
So
all right.
I'm picking the
There we go.
Eagles.
I'll be taking the football team.
I'm taking Washington.
Jonas,
Damn.
I never.
I am
That's for
on
the
your
game.
side this week.
That's for the season.
All right,
3
That's for the
disagreements.
Sunday Night
Nosebleeds
Football
prediction
will
championship,
be
unless if
frozen.
one of those other teams lose the
Nosebleeds
Yeah.
stream Sunday Night Football ?
maybe
Live
we'll see.
reaction.
That would be funny.
That'd be mad
This is gonna be
So
nerve wracking.
Nick's really gonna be rooting for the Patriots, the Cardinals.
Of
Imagine
course I
rooting
put
for
my
the
faith in the
Patriots and
Eagles.
Patriots fan.
Patriots.
No,
Cardinals,
I'm confident. If Stidham gets in
Dude,
there,
why?
my boy Jared. No, because kids see ghosts. It's gonna be my boy. I just blanked on his
Sam
name. Sam
Darnold?
Darnold gonna be seeing ghosts. He will.
Dude,
Throw
he's about to throw for
interceptions.
8 touchdowns. On
Please.
J.C.
Okay.
Jackson's head.
All right, so cheer for the Pats, cheer for the Cardinals, and cheer for my boys, the Philadelphia Eagles. We them boys. Cowboys will make the playoffs.
Oh,
Please.
also, if I am right on the Patriots and if I'm wrong on the Cardinals, then I look good because that's 6-10 for the Patriots, and then the Cardinals making the playoffs, and the Dolphins making the playoffs. Nobody had that. Big up.
Yeah,
to
it's
them.
true. Well, it'll be interesting next week. We'll be back with you next week with a full recap of Week 17, as well as our predictions for going into the playoffs. Next week is the last week of the regular season. Then we got all playoffs ahead of us. It's going to be an interesting run. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We'll see you back here next week from the Nosebleeds podcast. My name is Nick Antonakis.